Hi YouTube, welcome to Butterfly Alchemist. Today I want to be talking about the beauty in being average. So I feel like in society today we have a war within ourselves against the notion of being average. Everything is about avoiding that concept. We have things about maximizing our appearances, maximizing our potential, maximizing our dreams. And I always support all of these things of maximal transformation potential. But I think that really needs to be balanced with already being contented and joyful about being average. So, and getting honest about the fact that we are all average. I see there is so many efforts within our world to kind of make us feel bad about that thought. Um, and the result of that is not good. Here's my opinion. I see a lot of very powerful tech CEOs that never accepted their averageness, their mortality, the fact that they need to rely on others, the fact that they don't have all the answers, and because they never healed their internal wounds about these concepts, they feel that the answer is to give themselves the potential to merge with machines and to leave many people in want. And I see that's where the global governance is going. But a big part of that root is an inability to accept averageness. And what does average mean to you? If someone says you're average, is that bad? Well, depends on what you think of people, and I'll explain that now too. If I said we were all average cockroaches, some may find that offensive. How about if I said we are all average tea roses, which is like a special garden rose variety? We would feel honored to be average. I believe we are all inherently beautiful creations. And that means we are all average and exceptional because nobody is perfect, and we are all part of a species capable of poetry and art and love and care. Those things make us roses, every single one of us, whether we know it or not. And until we come to terms with our averageness, we're going to keep being at war with ourselves and at war with each other, and just internally fighting a battle we can't win. Another issue of not accepting we are average is that you see decreased interdependence these days. Being interdependent and relying on others requires acknowledging we are imperfect and average in some areas. And by not acknowledging that we don't rely on one another, we don't forgive one another. Because one of the core parts of doing those things is coming to accept that the person you're talking to is average and that you are average. They make mistakes and you do too. And you are not better than them and they are not better than you. My grandfather, or Gidl in Arabic, would always tell me that there is nobody who is better than you, but you are not better than anyone. So, and I also want to say that I think we all need to have intellectual honesty about certain things. So I'm going to be intellectually honest about how I approach my community. And for me, I don't have any tricks on growing my platform. In fact, every month I spend some money on promotions to grow this because it's been a dream since childhood to reach people with a message of love. Um, and I do that every single month. And then I research which parts of the world resonate most with my messages, and I target my promotions towards them. And part of why I spend a lot of energy on this is also because I know average in many other areas. I've lost careers and things due to my brain conditions. As some of you know, I have several brain and body, I'll say neurological conditions that impede my ability to do many tasks. So that's also why I pour more energy into what I can build online. But I'm absolutely average or even below average in a lot of areas. I am very shy in person. I often will go through stretches of time. Anyone who knows me on a personal level knows that I'll sometimes, not be present with the people around me or deep in thought. And my friends will have to press for me to go out partially because of my autism and partially because of my health conditions. So I don't have an issue saying I'm average in many of areas, and I leverage those things forward towards what I do love. And being below average in some areas helped give me motivation to become better in other areas. And we're all exceptional in so many ways, and we all struggle in so many ways, and that's because we are all average in the end. So being in a relentless fight with self to be above average, to be immortal, to be never frail, never infallible, is just self-hatred in the end. And the way of true love towards yourself and other people is recognizing our basic nature, which is imperfection, mortality, averageness, exceptionality due to our averageness. So remember, we are all beautiful flowers. We are all beautifully average. We are all worthy. We're all worthy. And it doesn't have to be that way. Our world doesn't have to go in a direction of constantly avoiding this wound we all have of thinking we're not enough. There has to be another way. It starts with acceptance and saying being average is a beautiful thing. Being average is wonderful. You don't have to be more than that. Thanks.